We are live. Good morning, sir. Niyi Kolade. Good morning, sir.
Want my success soldier.
Good morning, sir. Welcome, yes, sir. I'm happy to have you here, sir. Thank you for coming to this show.
My
It's an
pleasure.
honor to meet, sir. Thank you so much,
That's
sir.
my pleasure. My pleasure.
But it's more about like me. It's more about like me doing big things with big people like you.
You are great. You are a great man.
Thank you so much, sir. So this is
You are a great
UC
man.
Media. Thank you, sir. This is UCE Media Podcast, and I'm the founder of UCE Media. And here we have shows for entrepreneurs, leadership experts, and all over people who are doing or making impacts in the world. So you're one of those people, sir. That's why I decided to bring you here on stage to interview you and to let you share your idea with us. Because I know you're a good teacher. I've been in places where you teach WhatsApp close group where you share your knowledge. The way you teach, you break tables. So I say, yeah, you come and break table here too. We have many tables for you to break. So welcome, sir. Before we start now, I would like to introduce you to my audience. So let me open your profile. Okay, now we are good to go. Let me introduce our guest for today. I would like to call him a doctor, Dr. Niyi Kolade, aka thinkUP. He's a serial
Okay.
social entrepreneur, writer, and speaker whose line of value creation revolves around transformation, innovation, motivation, and education. You can see the acronym TIME, TIME, transformation, innovation, motivation, and education. Time. The way this man uses acronym to bring words, my God, it will blow your mind. Let me continue. As a distinct innovator, Niyi Kolade pioneered an area of gamification. Can you see? With a uniquely termed card-e-knowvation. Some of the game products he invented under his business brand, Reality Games, include Scripstars, a Bible board and card game. I look, okay, this man, the way this man use words, my God, look, Entrapsis, an entrepreneurship board and card game, prompt card, a business card, and many other innovative projects. Through these activities, he hopes to enlighten the general public about entrepreneurship and what he calls cre-activity and innovation. Hmm. Innovation, not innovation, innovation. Okay. Niyi Kolade is the author of the Entrepreneurial Calling Innovation, the leading energy leadership square, and the producers procedure. MINDUSTRY. Oh God, child. MINDUSTRY. Okay. And many other creative writings, articles, and quotes on sonship, entrepreneurship, leadership, and fellowship. Now look at the acronym SELF, SELF, sonship, entrepreneurship, leadership, and fellowship. Oh my God. The way this man uses this word there, you are supposed to be a poet. Okay. Okay, let me continue. Niyi Kolade is also the founder of STARS, a social and academic organization with a philanthropic bent, which consists of helpers, entrepreneurs, academics, and leaders. Look at the acronym he used there. HEAL, HEAL, helpers, entrepreneurs, academics, and leaders, HEAL, he, who are committed to serve. That is an acronym, SERVE. That is S stand for solve problems, E stand for empower others, R stand for recruit leaders, V stand for volunteer always, and E stand for expect rewards. My God, my God, oh my God. Okay, let me continue. His entrepreneurial prowess, coupled with his unparalleled creativity, is constantly used in serving and providing value to others through his books, talks, and activities. He believes in giving back and strives to improve the lives of those around him. Welcome to UC Media Podcast, Dr. Niyi Kolade. Good to see you, yes, sir. Ah,
Niyi Kolade, simply put, Niyi Kolade. I'm not yet the doctor.
oh, okay, fine, fine. Okay, you need to see doctor. Okay, welcome to
Oh
this
yeah,
Media podcast. Ah, this doctor always comes. Okay, Niyi Kolade, welcome, sir. I'm happy
yeah.
to have you, sir.
Thank you. Same here.
Yeah,
It's an honor to be
welcome.
here. I really do not want to take this for granted. It's an opportunity. It's a rare privilege for me to connect with geniuses like minds all over the world. And I thank God for the message we have for the entrepreneurs who are already seated to listen to all the little we have to say. I mean, and also for the audience and the platform we have to share our thoughts. So thank God for that, and thank you, UCE, the Success Soldier, for bringing up this concept.
Thank you, sir. So now, our topic today is the need to be an entrepreneur and a leader of the 21st century. That's the topic. So now, we have many students, individuals who are not yet an entrepreneur and who are not a leader. Because let me not go to that side. We have people like this who are not entrepreneurs. So now, we want you to start by telling us the need for one to be an entrepreneur and the leader of the 21st century. But before we go, who is an entrepreneur to you, sir?
All right, let me start by saying that we have to begin with the fundamentals. Like one of my friends usually says, he says, if the foundation be destroyed, what can the makeup artist do? That is just to start on an hilarious note. So let's start with the very foundation, entrepreneurship. Simply put, entrepreneurship is a journey of vision. Entrepreneurship is a journey of vision. So many people confuse entrepreneurship with business. Entrepreneurship is not the same thing as business or with business. Business is just an aspect of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is the foundation of business. Entrepreneurship has so many definitions. Okay, it depends on how you look at it, and nobody has the monopoly to all the definitions of entrepreneurship. But in my own little knowledge, I've come to understand that entrepreneurship is simply a journey of vision. And in one of my popular quotes, I say that the journey of an entrepreneur does not start with many, neither does it start with money. It starts with a meaning. So that is where the journey of entrepreneurship begins. So summarily, entrepreneurship is the practice of what I call pivot. Pivot is an acronym meaning problem solving, innovation, value creation, opportunity finding, and technology application. So an entrepreneur is someone who wants to solve problem, who is looking for opportunity, who has innovation, who wants to provide solution of value, or who also wants to pioneer change. Wants to pioneer change. Somebody define an entrepreneur as someone who is looking for a way to achieve. So entrepreneurs are those who want to achieve one thing or another. So if you ask me why entrepreneurship is so important today and forever, is because number one, entrepreneurship is the road to greatness. Also, entrepreneurship is the road to success. Greatness has to do with achievement, and success has to do with fulfillment. So if you are looking for a way to be an achiever, to live, to make impact in your lifetime, entrepreneurship is one of those ways or routes to be an achiever and to be great. And also for personal fulfillment, you need entrepreneurship, because what we have said so far is the fact that you are an entrepreneur, and what you are meant to do is to solve problems, to look for opportunity if you are a business entrepreneur to be able to make profit. So summarily, an entrepreneur is someone who is on a journey, and that journey is a journey of vision. Okay, is a journey of vision. So it's not an ambition, it's a vision. You have a meaning that you are trying to portray to the world. You know what you know what you want to try to achieve at the end of the day. So it's your vision, it's your meaning, it's your plan, it's your plan, it's your plan. So many things to say about entrepreneurship. You know, entrepreneurship is not just about having a plan, it's about behaving the plan. I like that quote very, 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 very much. Entrepreneurship is not just about having a plan, it's about behaving the plan. So entrepreneurs are those who are on a mission, to achieve something worthwhile, to set the pace, to lead the way, and also to brace the trail. So you can, like I said the other time, nobody has the monopoly of definition for entrepreneurship, but it depends on what you, as an entrepreneur, you are trying to achieve in your own space or sphere or niche. Another thing you need to understand is the fact that the way we talk about entrepreneurs and leaders, I don't want to subscribe to the fact that if you say someone is a leader, and that also means that the person is also automatically an entrepreneur. No, it doesn't work like that. I've come with a definition or with a clarification to that in that regard, and that is the fact that all entrepreneurs are leaders, but not all leaders are entrepreneurs. Because, well, let me take that again. All entrepreneurs are leaders, but not all leaders are entrepreneurs, because entrepreneurship has to do with innovation, while leadership has to do with vision. So vision is to leadership as innovation is to entrepreneurship. Did you get that? Vision is to leadership as entrepreneurship has to do with innovation. So automatically, if you are an entrepreneur, you are a leader. Okay? But I've been able to balance it in one of my books, Elite, that even though you are an entrepreneur, that does not mean that you are also a custodian of vision. There are entrepreneurs who lack foresight, and there are entrepreneurs who lack also, let me say, foresight or vision. So these kind of entrepreneurs, they need to look for leaders. I mean, people who are leaders in their own right, to begin to look for how they can complement what they are doing by being guided with the benefit or the benefit of vision. Someone has an innovation, he doesn't know what to do with it. You need someone with vision who can help you see the big picture of what you're doing. And entrepreneurship is a journey of vision. Entrepreneurship is a journey of vision. Entrepreneurship is a journey of vision. So entrepreneurs are those on a mission, and that mission is, I mean, is peculiar to what each and every one of us is trying to achieve in our own lifetime. For me, you mentioned the word gamification. It is pronounced gamification, and that is my own journey. Okay, it's quite different from yours, I understand. Gamification is simply the concept of using game mechanics and game design techniques to promote learning. I mean, simply put, it's just learning through gaming. So my own mission is to gamify almost everything in life. I mean, make everything, turn everything, all subject matter, turn them into a game concept, so that you are learning through gaming. So it's just to make learning fun. That is my own area of assignment as an entrepreneur. So it's a journey of vision, like I said. Don't forget about all the big definitions, okay? But never forget that entrepreneurship is simply a journey of vision, and your vision is peculiar to you. mine is peculiar to me. So everybody has their vision. And there are stages. There are stages in vision too. The vision you had 20 years ago, okay, would have metamorphosed into something more clear, okay? So entrepreneurship is also the force and the metamorphosis of meaning. Okay, the meaning you read to your vision 10 years back, I mean, has really evolved to become clearer and to become more strategic, as the case may be. So entrepreneurship is the force and the metamorphosis of meaning. Is the force and the metamorphosis of meaning. That means vision keeps evolving, meaning keeps evolving. Okay, but one thing that is constant is your mission. Okay, how to get to your destination. Okay, is so you have to understand what we call strategic intent in the journey of entrepreneurship. Okay, the destination is constant. The destination doesn't change. You know where you are heading. You know where you are going. Okay, but between now and next 5 years, okay, I mean the route. It doesn't have to be you go from A to Z, or you go from here to here or here. Okay, so entrepreneurship is not just a straight journey. Okay, the way you planned it to work out may work out in a different way. It's just a matter of time. So the destination is constant, but the journey is not straight. It's not constant. Okay, so you have to understand the place of strategy and thinking. Okay, because entrepreneurship is, I mean, it's a game of thinkers because of the innovative connotation to that concept.
Wow. Thank you, sir. Everything is too much collocation. What do you call it? Everything you said here. Like, I've never seen anybody that gave this definition. Just like I agree with you, you said that entrepreneurship does not have one definition. It's not a monopoly. I agree with I agree with that. So now for somebody who is just starting, who think as an entrepreneur you must have money. You said it's not about having money first. Now, some people have the mindset of having money first before they believe that they're entrepreneurs. So what do you say about these people?
Yeah. Yes, reacting to that, I must tell you that money is important, but the journey of an entrepreneur must start with a strong meaning. I understand the place and the importance of money, but it must start with meaning because it is meaning that attracts many. I mean, many in brackets people. Okay, and it is the people that this meaning attracts that will make the money for you. So your meaning, your vision has to attract people. People will make the money for you. Okay, so the three things you need as an entrepreneur: number one, aside from vision, number one, people. Number two, people. Number three, people. That's exactly what they told me, and it's working for me. Number one, people. Number two, people. Number three,
Everything is
people.
people.
Yeah,
People are the money.
yeah,
Mm,
yes,
mm,
yes,
I now understand. I now understand. So now, you know, entrepreneurship is not something that is this simple. We don't have more of these people in Nigeria. I wish we have more people like that in Nigeria. I think Nigeria will be a better place, just like the world. If we have more of them, like we have in USA, we have more of them, there will be change. So what do a person need? Like now you said, the person needs vision to get started, right? A strong meaning. Just like saying you need to know your why you should be doing this. That will drive to your to your strong meaning, right? Am I
yes,
right? So now
yes,
for somebody that is just starting, like okay, I want to create a business. Let's say I'm in an environment I see problems to be able to solve. I have people that will give me money, capital to start this business. But now you are not structured, you've not set the system to start this business. You only have a solution. How can you have a solution without having a structure and a system for that business to grow? How would these people believe in you for them to give you money or anything that you need as capital to start that business? What do you need to set in place? Is structure and system compulsory for you to be able to set up a business or solve a problem in any community you find yourself?
Yes, good question. Very good question. Yes, vision, like I will also go back to vision, is fundamental to anything. It's vision that would dictate the tune of the system or the structure you are putting in place. Vision will attract people. People would, be the primary raw material for anything you want to establish. The primary raw material. You need structure, you need system, but not every entrepreneur has a structure yet. Like I said, structure or system, okay, solely rest on the power of vision, on the power of leadership. Everything rises and falls on leadership, like John Maxwell it. Everything rises and falls on leadership. So going by that, structure, the place of structure cannot be overemphasized. Okay, so that's why it is a journey of vision. You can't start entrepreneurship today and you expect to put up a structure that would carry the enterprise. No, it is not possible. So you just need to see and watch your vision evolve. Start. Okay, let me put this with traditionally. We have what we call business entrepreneurship. We also have social entrepreneurship. For business entrepreneurs, their primary goal is to make profits through opportunity finding, while for social entrepreneurs, their primary goal is to make impact through solving social problems. Okay, but let's focus on business entrepreneurs now. Okay, there are businesses that are already in existence. The structure, the system is there for you to exploit, take advantage of, make use of the opportunity that, okay, you have something that is already in existence, unlike people like us who are just starting out something that is entirely new. My innovation is arguably the first of its kind in Nigeria. As we speak now, I have been trying for the past 10 years, for a decade, to get a perfect structure for it. But things seems not to be working. Things seem not to be working. No, why? But just of recent, I found, one of my inventions found its way to the United Kingdom. And as I speak now, there is a 65-year-old man who is ready to take up this product, print from the United Kingdom, set up a structure, set up a system for the success of this product. Now, your structure may not be in existence as an entrepreneur, so you just need to look at who is doing what you are doing. Is something like this already in existence? Okay, just look at that structure, look at that business model, and copy. Copy and paste is not a crime. It's not a crime in entrepreneurship, okay? Copy and paste. But before you copy and paste, make sure you copy and taste. Taste first before you copy and paste, okay? Before you copy and paste, make sure that what you want to copy is going to work, for your own product as well, okay? Don't just look at the business model and copy it, okay? Before you copy and paste, make sure that what you are trying to copy is going to work for you as well. I hope I've been able to address that question. There is a problem. There is a problem. Is actually one of the critical things that is bedeviling the success of entrepreneurship in this country we find ourselves. Okay, many people are without a structure, no system, no structure, no leadership, no vision. Nothing is going to work. Nothing is ever going to work without vision. Like I said, vision is the fundamental principal raw material for entrepreneurship to thrive. It is the vision that will bring people. It is the vision that will bring the structure. It is the vision that will bring the system. It is the vision that will bring the network. Now, That is just it. So vision is important. Vision is important. Vision is important. Structure will come as a result of vision. Like I said, it's a journey. A structure may be planned out for more than 2 decades. I mean, structure, you don't just come by structure in one day. Okay, look at the successful businesses we have in our world today. Look at KFC. Look at let me even come close. Look at the Bovas we have around us. You look at, so structure is like a principality, like one of my friends put it. The structure is a principality. Once you have a structure, everything works on its own. No struggles. I mean, structure makes entrepreneurship struggle free. So if you see yourself still struggling, it's just a pointer to the fact that, number one, you lack vision. Your enterprise lacks vision. And if your enterprise lacks vision, I mean, that means there is no structure for it, because it is structure that will keep that enterprise to keep running on autopilot by itself. It's also that structure that will make it to be sustainable. But because it's one thing for you to start, it's another thing for you to be able to sustain that thing that you have started. So starting, okay, many people see themselves starting, okay, and they celebrate. Wow, I'm now an entrepreneur, I'm now a business owner, okay. But what are we going to be saying about you in the next 5 years, 10 years? Okay, so don't say you are an entrepreneur yet, okay, until you have a structure, a system that can successfully and profitably, the word profit underline, profitably run your enterprise. Successfully, sustainably, and profitably run that enterprise, so that with or without you, okay, the vision keeps running. Okay, like somebody said, he said a good leader makes himself relevant to the system, but a great leader makes himself irrelevant to the system. So the presence or the absence of the pioneer or the visionary or the CEO is irrelevant as long as there is a structure in place. So structure is like a principality, and I subscribe to that opinion or assertion of that genius. So take this, please. In structure building too, I was going to say this, it just came back to my memory now, that learn to imitate, but imitate before you imitate. It's a coded word. It's good to imitate. Imitation is not limitation, but I'd rather say learn to imitate before you imitate. Learn to imitate before you imitate. In other words, before you copy and paste, make sure you test run that system, that template, that model before you adopt and implement the innovation or the opportunity you see or you deem fit to be needed for your enterprise. So before you imitate, learn to imitate.
All right, thank you so much, sir. Now, what do one need to become an entrepreneur? What are the things they need to become an entrepreneur? Are you with me, sir? Now, because of this
Number
structure
one,
and system, I'm coming, sir. Because of this structure and system, does it mean that entrepreneurship is hard or simple? These are my two questions. So start with number one question. Thank you.
please let me have the question. Let me take the question again, please.
Okay, what do
The
one
question,
need?
please.
Okay, what do one need to become an entrepreneur? Now, the second question is, because of the structure and system, you said your business took you 10 years to be able to find a structure that fits it. Does it mean that entrepreneurship is hard or simple?
Okay. And let me start with the last question. Entrepreneurship is a journey. Let me tell you something. That's why you see a lot of people giving up, because this journey requires patience. I said for the past 10 years, I've just found out that this environment I found myself is not the best environment where my enterprise could thrive. And recently, I've just seen somebody who is willing to create a platform for this my enterprise to thrive. And that is somebody I just met, and I've not been to the United Kingdom before, but he just believes the system is here, the environment is here, the structure is here. See, these are the things I've been struggling to do for the past 10 years. So entrepreneurship or enterprise sometimes or all of the time is environment specific. Okay, it's environment, specific. There are things that you do here that will not sell, but if you take it to other climes, yeah, you begin to achieve your record your success per time. So it is environment specific. So you need, apart from the fact that you need vision, okay, you have to understand the place of environment, okay, for every kind of enterprise. Okay, every enterprise has its own unique environment where they must thrive. The second question is the fact that, okay, what are the things you need to become an entrepreneur? What are the things you need to become a successful entrepreneur? So we will continue to talk about vision, 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 vision forever. Don't forget that. That is number one thing. Vision, meaning. Vision has to do with meaning. Vision has to do with meaning. Meaning has to do with vision. So before I talk about other things, just don't forget it. Vision, vision, vision. Vision is what you see that no one is seeing. You are the only one that understands the journey. That is what makes you a leader. Vision is what compels you, what propels you to want to go the extra miles. Vision is what makes you not to give up. Vision is what makes you to go to the bank to look for, to get bank, to collect loan just because of what you are trying to prove. Vision is what makes you to keep on going even after you must have wasted a lot of money and resources. Vision is what makes you to keep trying even after a series of failings or failures. So vision is very important. Number two is the fact that you need to be deliberate. Like I said in one of my books, I said deliberateness is one major key to greatness. Deliberateness is intentionality. Intentionality, not nationality, is a fundamental key to greatness. So you have to be intentional. You have to be deliberate. Entrepreneurship is not for the idle. Idleness is never going to find its way in this journey. So as an entrepreneur to be, as a prospective business owner, learn to be deliberate. Don't just say you have a vision. You have a 10-page document talking about your vision, and you will never take any action to actualize those goals, to bring those dreams to reality. So entrepreneurship is not just about having a plan, it is about behaving the plan. Entrepreneurship is not just about having a plan, it is about behaving the plan. So write out the plans, but make sure that the plans are backed up with actionable strategies, okay, that would make those dreams, those goals come to reality. Number three is the fact that you need to be resourceful. I also said in that book that resourcefulness is one key to success. I said the other time before we started that there are two major needs, or why people, the reason why I like to push people into the journey of entrepreneurship is because, number one, it gives them the opportunity to be great. Okay, greatness, because you are going to find yourself either solving a problem, okay, or providing solution to a problem. Okay, so that is it. And if you are able to solve critical problems in your community, okay, then you have become a great person, because people are in need of solutions. People are in need of solutions, relevant solution. Relevant, useful, and necessary solution. So I like you to underline the word relevant, useful, and necessary. I wrote it down in my book, RUN. The solution must be relevant. The solution must be useful and necessary. So not just trying to replicate what is already in existence, okay? I mean, if somebody says he wants to give us another Facebook now, that is not going to fly, okay? Because somebody has already created that solution, okay? It's not going to. So if you are looking for way to be great, way where your name will be written in the sand of history, just go and look. There are problems everywhere. Problems are ubiquitous. So like somebody said, problems are everywhere. Problems are ubiquitous. They are everywhere. So look for problem, look for one social problem, and be original, be unique. Solve the problem with unique idea. Don't do copy. I mean, like I said, okay, copying is actually not a crime, but try as much as possible to be unique in your own way. So be resourceful. That is to talk about your network. Okay, look for people around that are relevant, that would be of immense value to what you are doing. Okay, and that is actually these are some of the things you need as an entrepreneur, as a prospective entrepreneur. You need vision, you need to be deliberate, you need to be resourceful. Okay, to be successful, you need to be resourceful to be successful. You need to build your network deliberately. Look for like minds. In fact, it is your vision that will attract the right kind of people that you need for your enterprise to come into reality, for the dreams to be actualized. And this is not just everything about what you need, but I understand that, okay, if you continue to talk from now till tomorrow, okay, we will not be able to exhaust some of these things. Another thing is the fact that learn to compete with the competent. You know, that is very, very, very big. I like to cite this example, this analogy. You know, there was a time we were very young, and my mother of blessed memory, I mean, registered me at the Taekwondo club, and I started learning how to fight. I mean, Taekwondo. But I was very young, and anytime we had to go for training, I would, train with my superiors. And I remember one of my trainers would fight with me and would exchange kicks, and he would be telling me that, I am good, I am eating him hard, and I will be feeling this energy like I'm a champion. An elderly person telling me that I am a champion. So it entered into my psyche, and there was a particular competition we went for. Like 3 months after I registered for Taekwondo, and he has always been telling me I can now beat anybody. I said to myself, wow, just 3 months training, I cannot beat anybody. So it was at Adamasingba Stadium in Ibadan, and on entering the stadium that day, that was my first outing. I was dressed in the Taekwondo regalia, and I saw the opponent. The names were announced on the screen, and I saw the opponent bouncing on the screen. I looked at myself. I said, I don't die here for today. I don't die. But I kept remembering the words of my coach, my trainer, telling me that I am a champion because of the way he used to demonstrate. I thought I was actually doing well, not knowing that he was only trying to help my psyche by making sure that I believe in myself. So it now brought me to the conclusion that, okay, if not that I had the opportunity to compete with my trainer, someone who is competent than I am, I wouldn't have had the courage to face my opponent at the competition. To cut the long story short, I beat my opponent, but the second round was like they were going to carry my corpse because he beat me. But I wouldn't know how they did it. I emerged as a winner of that competition. But one critical lesson in that you learn to compete with the competent. Ask me, in this entrepreneurship journey, who are those I'm competing with? I call it healthy competition. I'm competing with the likes of Elon Musk. I'm competing with the likes of Bill Gates. I'm competing with the likes of Aliko Dangote. And that means if I'm competing with the competent, I also have to learn how to do the work of the competent. I think I've been able to answer the question.
Yes, sir. You've answered it. You very funny. That fight. It's just like they were helping you to go and fight. It's not easy. I remember me too. I joined
Yes.
Karat. I joined Karat. Let me not talk about my own experience. I just left that because I almost broke my phone, my joint. I was like, no, I cannot do this thing again. I have to leave. I remember the experience when my master be telling me, go, 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 go. I cannot do. The one was taekwondo, my one was Karat. So now, are you with me, sir? What does, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. What does leadership has to do with entrepreneurship? What join them together? Okay, I think leadership helps entrepreneurs go far.
Yes.
So what relates
Yes.
leadership to entrepreneurs?
So they are intertwined actually. There is a leadership in entrepreneurship. But entrepreneurship is not necessarily in leadership. That's why I said the other time that all entrepreneurs are leaders, but not all leaders are entrepreneurs. I think you should agree with that. Okay. There are people who don't have the entrepreneurial spirit, and that is the spirit of creativity and innovation. So anywhere you hear the word entrepreneurial spirit, what they are trying to describe is creativity and innovation. And not all leaders have innovation. Not all leaders have this innovativeness. So, but you cannot be an entrepreneur and not be a leader, because it takes leadership to start something. And starting something, that is the work of entrepreneurs. Okay, it takes vision to also start. I understand. And vision is just like I said the other time, vision is to leadership as innovation is to entrepreneurship. Vision is to leadership as innovation is to entrepreneurship. Are we still together, please?
Yes, sir. We are together, sir. We are
Okay,
together.
yeah. So that is the nexus. That is the nexus between leadership and entrepreneurship. All entrepreneurs are leaders, but not all leaders are entrepreneurs. So I would rather say that once you are an entrepreneur, you don't need to be disturbed about leadership. You're already a leader. You just need to learn to uh, learn from the journey. Like I said, entrepreneurship is a journey of vision. Just continue to learn from the journey. You will make mistakes on this journey. You would miss opportunities. And you will also come across opportunities in this journey. So just continue to learn as you journey to greatness, as you journey to stardom, as you journey to fruitfulness. This is all I have to say about leadership in entrepreneurship, and entrepreneurship as the pivot for leadership.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir, for that. Let me ask the question somebody asking. Why should I become an entrepreneur and a leader of the 21st century? Why? Why should I?
Okay, that question, the answer to that question is very simple. You know, entrepreneurship, the way we look at it, is not just about business, neither is it about social reforms. We have other aspects of entrepreneurship. We have entrepreneurship in politics, that they call it political entrepreneurship. We have entrepreneurship in ICT, we call it technology entrepreneurship. So everybody has got to be involved in making the world a better place. Everybody's got his own sphere, his own niche, his own environment where, I mean, problems are, I mean, staring us in the face and looking for solutions. Everybody must be solution providers. So, but everybody cannot be everywhere. As a political entrepreneurs, you know what is happening in our country these days. We need entrepreneurs to go into politics, and that's why I am campaigning for a particular candidate. Okay, I will not mention his name. Okay, but anybody with that background, okay, you can rest assured that that person is going to make a good leader, is going to make a good president. Everybody has to be involved in entrepreneurship because it is about problem solving primarily, traditionally, fundamentally. Entrepreneurship is about problem solving. If you want to make the world a better place, you have to look at your own space and look at these problems that you can solve within the ambit of the resources of your talent, of the resourcefulness that you have, and look at how you can contribute your own quota and become great in your lifetime. So it is not even about being great. You need to be relevant to this planet Earth. You need to be relevant to your society, to your community. If you are a political entrepreneur, we need that transformation in our polity. We need transformation in our economy. We need transformation in our, I mean, social lives. If you are a technology entrepreneur, we need transformation in the media space. If you are a business entrepreneur, we need businesses that will give people rest of mind. Not all this bring 5 million naira, you will take 10 million naira. I mean, people are dying because of, I mean, a lot of, I mean, bad experiences in business. I mean, I want a business entrepreneur that I will be able to do business with happily and confidently. You know, these are some of the problems, and people are coming with creative ways whereby, I mean, things can be done in such a way that we will be contributing to the advancement and the enhancement of our communities.
Wow, wow. Thank you so much for your answer. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello, sir. Okay, thank you for that, sir. Thank you so much. Now, the next question here is this. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm with you.
You can hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
I'm coming. Let me read the question. I want to read the question. Okay. I am a 15 years old and I love tech, but my parents don't seem to support me on my tech dream to providing solution. What do I have to do to be able to share my vision to the world? Because I have solution for the problems in tech. I'm in Nigeria.
Okay. Mm, 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 mm. All right. Let
I think
me
this
let me address.
I think this person I think this person I think this person, the parents are not supporting his or her dream of becoming an entrepreneur. Maybe because of some reasons, maybe because of some personal reasons. I don't know. He's asking the question, how or what can he or she do?
Okay. I think this may help. Let me just quickly tell you about what is a personal experience to me. But this may help address the question. one way or another. You know, the time that was, I mean, the day I started my, I mean, inventing products, game products. I mean, it was looking like a child's play to my late mother. You know, nobody believed in what I was doing anyway, including her. She thought it's just one of those child plays. But there was this particular day that the product, I mean, was looking more attractive and it became commercially available. I mean, like in some strategic bookshops and supermarkets in Ibadan here. And I got a call from somebody who requested to be supplied 100 units of my game products. I mean, that was the day my mother took interest in what I was doing. I remember that night we couldn't sleep, but she sat beside me and we were collating, we were packaging 100 games. We couldn't do 100 at a go, so we did 50 because the person paid 100,000. The product was 1,000 as at then, but nice, it's 5,000 today. So she could not sleep. She got so interested, and ever since that day, she never took it for granted. In fact, she was the one. In fact, she became my secretary at the point in time. She would help me. I remember when whenever she was going to our workplace, I would tell her, "Mom, please, can you help me draft a letter? I want to write a company. So she would draft my letter. She became my secretary. So I think what this person can do is first and foremost to try as much as possible to achieve something worthwhile. I mean, you can start by volunteering. Okay, maybe what you have been doing does not seem to be profitable. Nobody shies away from what is profitable. Nobody rejects what is profitable. Nobody dissociates his or herself from what is profitable. So I believe probably you have been doing this for so long, and nobody seems to be seeing the prospect in what you are doing, and they believe you are wasting your time. I remember there was a particular young boy who came to my office years back, and he came with this drone. This drone cannot fly, but he was telling me about the fact that this drone can help detect terrorist hideouts and all of that. But I tried my best possible to link this guy up with somebody who is working at Channels Television. I mean, this person was actually ready to interview this boy free of charge. But the only disadvantage was he told me that for such a drone that cannot fly, he said such news is not attractive enough for Channels Television. So if the drone were to be flying, okay, I mean, it would be amazing. And Channels, I mean, a media outfit like Channels would be willing to fly such news. So that was the only limitation. And I told the boy, and he was challenged. He said he's going to make this drone fly. So it's a challenge that your parents are not in support of what you are doing. It's a challenge if you look at it. That means you are being challenged. So I need you to, I mean, use that as an opportunity, okay, to get better and to make what you are doing profitable and make it look attractive and profitable. Nobody rejects what is profitable. Nobody rejects what's attractive. Make it attractive. You can start by volunteering. I mean, if you need to volunteer, you can sell this innovation, this solution to a company that will be able to help you expand your vision, and rather than doing it with your limited resources or capacity.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir, for that.
you for that.
Okay,
Okay,
since you started
this
the
is
show,
your
you've been bringing
bring
answers from your
bring
book.
us that from your
Sometimes
book.
you ask, which of your book
Sometimes we ask,
are you
which of
bringing
the
this
book
answer
are you
from?
bringing this
Is it
podcast
the
from?
Enlight book
Is it the life book
or which of them?
your entrepreneurship? Yeah, the entrepreneurship book. Elite is about entrepreneurship, leadership, innovation, transformation, and energy. And in that book, why energy is the last topic in that book is because, talk about leadership, entrepreneurship, transformation, everything is at the mercy of energy. And why did I say energy? Energy is the capacity to work, is the ability to work. It is also the stability of the worker. So if your vision is as potent and vibrant as that of Elon Musk, if you don't have people with energy to be committed and carry out your goals for you, okay, it will just remain on black and white, on paper. It won't fly, it won't go anywhere. So energy is very important. Energy is very important. Without energy, strategy is a waste of time. Strategy is a waste of time without energy. You have the most brilliant strategy in the world without the ability, without the energy, without that impetus to actualize those dreams, okay, you won't get anywhere. So everybody need energy, okay? In fact, let's start with the physical energy. If you don't eat, like one of my mentors advised us when he came for a seminar here in Ibadan, University of Ibadan, he told us, I usually tell my mentees, if you have not eaten, don't try this at all. If you have not eaten, if you are struggling to eat, don't try to venture into entrepreneurship. But I try to disagree with him that even hunger is one of the principal raw materials that makes entrepreneurship thrive. Because a lot of people, I mean, they just become so crazy that out of their limitedness, something that seems to be working against them, then they bring all this energy together and they turn it into something that would catapult them into their greatness. Let me put it that way. Because a lot of people, I've seen people with, with anger. So if you are not angry as an entrepreneur, you may not likely make it. If you see an average entrepreneur, the person is angry. I am angry and I'm mad. I am mad in the sense that I'm trying to make a difference. Make a difference. So be hungry, be challenged, never say never. Let hunger be part of the raw material. Let discouragement be part of that raw material. Let rejection be part of the raw material that would catapult you to your greatness, to your success in your entrepreneurship journey.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. We need anger, not just anger. Anger is not enough. And hunger, both of them join together will put that energy and challenge us to do more. That's the two things that drive me. Anger, hunger. It moves me, it made me passionate, to be passionate about success. And that's what I want for others. Because you can't get to anywhere until you become tired. If you're not tired, you can't get to your next level. You need to be tired of your present condition, your present place where you are. If you're not tired of that place, you move to another place. Until you become tired, you can't get anywhere. So I agree with you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Now, somebody, let's jump in. For you to start your entrepreneurship journey, is there an age limit for it? Because I think this person maybe is old or he has, I don't know the particular questionable age here. It's like, is that age limit to start your entrepreneurship journey?
No, age is not a barrier. I mean, just like vision is not a function of age, okay? Vision is not a function of age. So it is not a barrier at all. You can start your entrepreneurship. Look at the founder of KFC now, Colonel Alexander, I've forgotten his name, the founder of KFC. I think he started at the age of 60 or 65 or so. Okay, that was when he got the vision KFC. Colonel Sanders or something like that, Colonel Sanders. It is not a barrier. You need vision. Vision is the force that is needed to start out as an entrepreneur. It's not a function of age. It is not a function of gender. Okay, it is not gender biased. It is not age biased. Okay, anybody can be an entrepreneur as long as there is a vision, there is willingness, there is energy, there is strategy, there is teamwork, humility, character. I need to say this before we end this show, okay? As an entrepreneur, you need to learn to run with the two iron-like legs of capacity and character. If you are running with just one leg, capacity, 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 without character, you are not likely to get there. And if you think character is all you have, I am the meekest person on the surface of heart. I am humble. I mean, respectful. I know how to get people to my side to work for me. Without capacity, you understand, you may still not get to where you ought to get to in life. So you need to learn to run with two iron-like legs of one capacity, the other character. Capacity is knowledge. I mean, the knowledge you acquire on a daily basis. I like to say that many people read, they don't think. While many people think, they don't read. So don't just be a reader, be a thinker. Don't just be a thinker, be a reader. So the knowledge you acquire, okay, is very important on this journey, okay, and that is where you develop capacity. That's where your worldview is enriched. Because, like I said, vision is about mentality, but innovation is about the instrumentality of the mind. Vision is about mentality, but innovation is about the instrumentality of the mind. So if you are somebody who is always coming up with innovations, okay, that means you are thinking on a daily basis. So the instrumentality of the mind is what bats innovation. So, but vision is mere mentality, your worldview, your perception, your exposure, okay? But that is not enough. So you need to be a reader as well as a thinker. And number two is the place of character development, okay? Many people fail and they give up. That is, I mean, deficiency or lack of character. Okay, giving up does not teach anything. There is no value in giving up. Okay, a lot of people develop interest. They delight in reading about people who have made it. They read biographies of great men. Okay, if those great men failed at one point or another and never returned to finish up what they started, okay, there's nothing for us to read about. Okay, so be someone who has integrity. By the word integrity, I don't mean the way you are trying to think about it. That is not the definition of integrity I'm trying to portray here. Definition of integrity is the fact that be true to yourself. Be true to yourself. If you wrote your vision 10 years ago, and if you are doing something else, I mean, that means you don't have integrity. Your vision has to be constant. If you have been talking about this particular thing for the past 10 years, and you keep talking about it for another 10 years, then that is integrity. I mean, but I have a deviation in this book, Elite. A slight deviation is the fact that I combine the word vision and innovation to mean innovation. And that is the fact that, okay, what you are doing, sometimes you need to know how to diversify, but still within the confines of your vision. And that is why I came up with the terminology innovation. Okay, you are doing something that is different from that thing you were doing originally, but it's still within the confines of that vision. For instance, I heard about a particular company who make the bulk of their income or revenue from selling is it sausage, and this is an automobile industry. I mean, can you imagine that? How can you connect meat pie or sausage with cars? Okay, so it's just the fact that, you know, I also have somebody very close to me. He has a pharmacy. And as we speak, I would not mention the name of the pharmacy for anonymity sake. And as we speak, he has started selling amala. I saw amala, I saw food, and I still see the brand, I mean, in connection with this new enterprise. Okay, he may be able to justify that, you understand, as long as he is able to explain his vision. So that's why everything rises and falls on vision. It is your vision that would be able to tell us what and what you can do, and what and not, and what you should not venture into. So it is vision that is very, very paramount in the journey of entrepreneurship. That's why I said it is a journey of vision. Entrepreneurship is a journey of vision. Okay, vision evolves. Okay, but destination is constant. Your destination is constant.
Hey, thank you so
Hey,
much, sir.
thank you
Thank
so
you
much,
for
sir. Thank you
everything.
for everything.
When you mentioned that guy that had
When you
pharmacy
mentioned
and
that guy that had
sells
pharmacy
amala, I
and
just remember
said,
Jumia
I
that
just
deals with
remember Junior
everything
that did
tech,
with everything that
like phone, this, that,
like phone,
electronics.
that,
Now they have Jumia
electronics.
food.
Now they have Junior food.
Imagine, we have Jumia food.
Imagine we have Junior food.
How does that relate
How does
to
that
food? I
relate
don't
to
understand.
food?
So
I
that
don't
is
understand.
innovation.
So
The
that's
revolution keeps changing.
innovation.
Everything
The
changes.
evolution keeps changing. Everything changes.
So they should borrow my concept, innovation. That is what they are practicing. They are practicing innovation. That is my concept. So they should borrow my concept. It is not, it is in between vision. It's just like hybrid of vision and innovation. So it's actually an hybrid of vision and innovation. So that's why I call it innovation. Innovation. So the vision is being, I mean, expanded to accommodate more related stuffs that will still be able to work within the confines of the vision, so that when people know that you are also involved in this and they look at your vision statement, they know that you are still on the track.
Thank you for all
Thank
the
you for all
information you
the
shared here,
information you
sir.
shared here,
Thank you so
sir.
much, sir.
Thanks so much,
What is
sir.
it Think Up all
What is
about?
it
Is it
think
a
of
book
all
you've
about?
written?
Is
I
it
think
a
I've
book
seen
I
a book
read?
for
I
it.
think I've seen a book for it.
Think Up.
Think
Think
up.
up.
Yeah, thinkUP is my brand name. Is the brand name for my enterprise, and the concept it's very familiar. It's just my own deliberateness, using my deliberateness to think up solutions. So it is something I came up with when I wrote my first book, Elite. I came up with the word cre-activity. Creativity is different from cre-activity. Creativity is just a seed of creativity. Anybody can be creative, but it takes a creative genius to bear fruits. Okay, so it is the fruit that we see. For instance, now if you have an idea, like when I invented my first product, and somebody came and said, I had this idea 7 years ago. That was a creative idea that came into his mind, but creativity got it done. So it is creativity, it is the deliberate use of your creative energy that is called creativity. The deliberate use of creative imagination, creative energy. That is what brings about creativity. So, and that is similar or synonymous with think up. So think up has a slogan, and that is from the mind to the industry. And I call it MINDUSTRY. That is our motto. From the mind to the industry, MINDUSTRY. So from the mind to the industry, that is our motto. We are involved with the invention of intellectual property products. Nothing more, nothing less. So it has to come from the mind and get to the industry and be successful there at industry, because entrepreneurship is not it cannot be done indoors. It can
No,
only be
my.
done. It can only be done when it's taken to the industry. I think you should take this point too. Please take this point. Entrepreneurship cannot be done indoors. It has to be taken into the industry. Entrepreneurship is not done indoors. It must be taken to the industry. So it is from the mind to industry, because I believe that very soon, whether you like it or not, we are going to run out of all these our so-called natural resources. Okay, so we are not going to have oil forever. We are not going to have gas forever. In fact, here our gas that we are even unable to convert to utility. We keep flaring gas every now and then. I mean, so all these things are not sustainable for us to have an economy that will be able to sustain humanity. So we need to be able to tap into those intellectual resources and begin to harness them and begin to bring them in such a way that it can be converted into economic power. So you need intellectual power as an entrepreneur. You need intellectual horsepower, not just power. Let me say intellectual horsepower. You need economic power. It is intellectual horsepower that brings about economic power. You look at our politicians today, you see the people like Tinubu, you see people like Peter Obi, you see people like Dangote. Who do you think has intellectual power? Who do you think has economic power? It is he who has intellectual power that would be able to bring about economic power and give such a person political power. Then what you have is transformation. I mean, sustainable transformation.
Sir, you are a futurist. You are a futurist. You talk like a futurist. You are a futurist. Thank you, sir. So now, sir, how can one get your book? Your book. How many books have you written, sir?
So this is actually the book. It's available at the University of Ibadan bookshop. Also available at the booksellers Jericho, and it's still selling for 2,000 naira. We have not raised the price because the value in this book is more than the price. And I tell you, I mean, absolutely, almost everything in this book is what I'm practicing. I don't deceive people. I practice what I preach. I mean, when I talk about cre-activity, that is what I do on a daily basis. If you look at the groups you belong, the thinkUP group, we don't just write quotes, we invent quotes. Every quote you see that ends with anonymous, it's an invented quote. We don't write quotes, we think up quotes deliberately, so that when it lands on the mind of the reader, you know that this is nothing but a touch with the reality. So we don't write quotes, we think up quotes. If you understand what the inventive process entails, then you will know what it means to invent a quote. And that is just looking at it with the same eye you look at an average invention. So if the same mind that is bringing up about solutions, inventions, innovations is also writing quote, then you must definitely understand the value in that quote. So we don't just write quote, we practice what preach. And this is helping me. I have a testimony. You know, I have never been to London before. This book is already in London. I mean, this book is already in London. My invention, Scripstars, is already in London. As we speak, there are 3 stakeholders now that are meeting on a regular basis to find their way to China to see how these inventions can be mass produced, can be massified from China and imported back to Nigeria and to every part of the world. So you are looking at a potential multi-billionaire. I am not trying to intimidate anybody. I'm just trying to let you know that we will continue to tour this path of greatness. We are not going to cut corners. I mean, if you are listening to me today and you listen to me in the next few months or few years to come, you would notice that I will still be talking about this same thing I'm talking about, entrepreneurship. I will not be silent about it because a lot of our youths, they don't believe in patience and hard work. They don't believe in honest toil. Everybody wants to make it now. There is no overnight success. So the reason why I am telling you confidently about my prospect and my potentials is the fact that I need you to also take this similar route, because there is no other way to be great than through honest toil. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so
Wow,
much, sir.
thank you
Sir,
so
is
much,
that the
sir.
only
Sir,
book
is
that
that
you
the
have,
only
sir?
book that you have, sir?
Others are soft e-copies.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
What are the
okay.
title
What
of
are the
others?
titles of others?
Okay, we have therapiness. Therapiness is just a concept of, okay, as an entrepreneur, you've been trying for the past 10, 15, 20 years, nothing seems to be working. So you need therapiness. Therapiness is a combination of the word therapy and happiness. Contentment and commitment are the recipes for you to be fulfilled on this journey. Okay, contentment and what? Commitment. People talk about the word contentment and they use it as a succor. Don't worry. I know also one day I will make it too. But this one I have achieved is enough. You are delaying your success. Contentment is just to give you that therapy that you are not a failure. But contentment does not mean that you should not put in commitment to actualize those dreams. In that book, I talked about the fact that advancement without commitment is a scam. Why commitment without advancement needs a scam.
Oh,
Oh,
Irema is too much.
you remember so much.
Sir, how much is
Yes,
that
Sir,
book
how much
selling
is
for?
that book selling for?
that one is free of charge. If you need it, I can forward it to anybody. I am not selling that one. That one is free of charge. Because I need every entrepreneur to read that book so that you will not give up too soon on what holds a bright future for you. You know, you need contentment, you need commitment. Contentment is a therapy, is that sucker that keeps it going, that you know with this vision, I mean, your future is bright. Your future is bright. But commitment is while you are waiting. Okay, what are you doing while waiting? What are you doing while waiting? Like I said in that book, let me try to remember that contentment without commitment is hope deferred. While commitment without contentment is hope defrauded. Did you get that? Contentment without commitment is hope deferred. You are deferring your future success. You just want to remain on one spot. You are just comfortable. I call it comfort zone. You don't want to leave your comfort zone. So contentment without commitment is hope deferred. While commitment without contentment is hope defrauded. You don't want to be patient. You want everything fast, fast. You are defrauding hope. And I said that joy comes with a distinction, with hope realized, and joy goes into extinction when hope is defrauded.
Sir,
Sir,
sir.
sir,
Oh,
oh,
oh. Thank you so much, sir.
thank you so much, sir.
Like what I've learned
Like
in
what
this
I've
field
read
is
this
too
through,
much. It's
it's
too
too
much.
much, it's too much.
I'm going to watch the
I'm going to
video over
watch the
and
video
over
over and
again.
over again.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
So,
So,
your book is
your
at
book
Ibadan,
is
right?
at Ibadan, right?
Can it be
Yes,
shipped
Can
to
it be
Lagos?
shipped to Lagos?
yes. On order, if I have somebody ordering for it, I know of where I can make it available in Lagos.
No problem.
No
I'll see you
problem. I'll
next
see
time.
you next time.
All right.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
sir.
so much, sir.
We have come
We
to
have
the end
come to
of
the
this
end of
show.
this show.
But before you
But
leave the
before
stage
you leave
now,
the
sir,
stage
before you
now,
leave the
sir, before you
studio,
leave the studio,
what is your
what
last
is
word
your last
for
word
me,
for me?
your brother
No,
genius?
that
All right. Your gift is your lift. 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 Now, let me quickly analyze it. There are two sides to this statement. Your gift is your lift. Number one, it represents your opportunity. Your gift is your lift. It also represents your responsibility. Like I usually say, Possibilities are responsibilities. Possibilities are responsibilities. So if I say your gift is your lift, imagine yourself in a gym. Okay, you want to go to a gym to lift a weight. What you are trying to do is to, develop your muscles so that you can be fit to handle much more. So you have to learn to develop your gift. Okay, work on your talent and make your gift fit to lift you. Make your gift fit to bring you to great heights in life. Even the Bible says, say the gift of a man will do what? It will make room for him. It will stand among kings, not mere men, not mere men. It will stand among kings. He said, Gentiles will come to your light, but kings will come to the brightness of your rising. So that is a sharp difference. There is a marked difference between Gentiles coming to your light and kings coming to the brightness of your rising. That same proverb also says, "Seest thou a man diligent in his work, he shall stand before kings." So it is diligence that makes your light to shine, because kings are attracted to brightness, not light. Kings are used to light. What would attract kings to your rising is that diligence, and it is diligence that make kings to come to your rising. So, seest thou a man diligent in his work, he shall stand before kings and not mere men. So it is diligence that will make your gift to become your opportunity. So make your gift to be fit to lift you. It's an opportunity for you when you are gifted, but you have a responsibility to develop your gift, like you go to develop your muscles in a gym. So your gift is your lift. Never forget, your gift is your lift. Your gift is your lift. And never say never. Impossibility is dead.
Possibility is not. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. We've come to the end of this. Thank you for coming to YouTube Media Podcast. I really appreciate, sir. Thank you.
All right.
Goodbye. I'll see you inside.
See you at the top.